getting out there. They start early. We open up registration at 6 o'clock, and people have been here at 5:10 ready to register.
It looks like a pretty good crowd. It's the ice fishing tournament that they have every year, and looks like a lot of people showed up for it, so looks like it's going to be a good day.
And then how about the weather?
Weather, it was supposed to get windy, but right now it's just perfect. Hope it stays this way.
We're just entering a fishing tournament at Eagle's Nest. We're hoping to get either pike, perch, or salmon.
What's your method of fishing today?
Drill a hole, put my bait down it, and pray, I think.
Your buddy seems pretty confident. How confident are you?
I'm fairly confident. I'm not as confident as my buddy, apparently.
So what will you play in defense then against the rest of the fishermen?
Defense is just going to be kind of distract them and keep them laughing, and just have a good time and not tell them when their rod is moving or stuff like that.
You're at the annual ice fishing tournament at Eagle Nest Lake State Park, sponsored by Friends of Eagle Nest Lake and Eagle Nest Chamber of Commerce.
You guys ready to register?
Yeah.
We have great perch, trout, salmon, and northern pike, and we hope to give away a lot of prizes. All of that goes to help support the Friends of Eagle Nest Lake and Cimarron Canyon State Parks, and so we can have more ice fishing tournaments and different types of events.
What type of person participates in this type of sport competition where you freeze your butt off all day long?
People who are very dedicated to ice fishing. It's sort of like golfers, you get it in your blood and you go to every single ice fishing tournament throughout the state.
I see you guys got quite the setup. You don't take this ice fishing too seriously, do you?
Not very much, We be honest with you, this is one of our wintertime passions, and this is what we do all the time in the wintertime. Try to come out here at least 25 times a season.
Knock, knock. Have you caught anything yet?
Nothing yet. Not even a bite.
I've got a couple bites.
Yeah. Well, we're staying warm, so that counts for something.
She's on her way to that first place prize.
You've had some luck.
Yeah, it's the first time the kids have ever been ice fishing, so we decided to take advantage of this opportunity and show them what it's all about. So they're having a blast so far.
What you got there?
I don't know, a fish.
Howdy. What does it look like to you so far as ice fishing?
Go ahead, it's usually you'll get a hit within the first 5-10 minutes, and we've been here for about 15, so just a little slow, but maybe something will happen here pretty quick.
It's loads of fun. I know it sounds like it's cold. All you have to have is some good warm weather gear and you can come out and have fun. It's a whole different group of people out here. Everybody wants to have fun that comes ice fishing. That's just in their nature.
Well, it's a different, like you say, a different crowd doing this. These are, extremists who like to have the thrill.
Do you think you guys qualify to be in the group of the over-the-top crazy ice fishing people?
Fanatic?
Yeah.
We're fishing fanatics. We're fly fishing fanatics, ice fishing fanatics, bass fishing fanatics, trout fishing fanatics. We had I had a conversation with a friend at work. He was talking about how women have a bunch of shoes.
Uh-huh.
And I said, that's not true. And he said, well, what do you have the most of? And I said, fishing rods. I have 16 of them. And we all started laughing.
Hey, can I get on TV just so my wife believes I actually made it to the lake today, not out at the hoochie bar or anything?
Guys, coffee.
With this weather, the storm coming in today, we've had an excellent, I'd estimate close to 100 people already at about 7:30 have already registered. It's getting real close to our goal. We're going to be really excited at the end of the day. Just the energy from the tournament, the door prizes and the raffles, very exciting at the end of the day, as you'll see.
Get loaded up, guys. Yep.
People come out here and they're in the environment and just the beauty, the quiet. You listen to the sound of the ice cracking and moving underneath your feet. People are free to get out there, but when you got 10 or 12 inches of ice, you're very, very safe, and we've got double that.
So what are you thinking?
That's probably about 24 or maybe 28, something like that.
About 28 inches.
So you can drive a semi-truck out there and feel comfortable. People come with their 4x4s and their snowmobiles to get on the far side of the lake. They got these sleds that they loaded up. People just come and they take a backpack for the day. We got the chamber over there selling food and having a good time. This is a great event.
Last I checked, that's just how we call it. This is ice fishing on the land.
Yes.
Yep, we're dry dock, but it's working.
Sun just popped up. It feels awful good. It's going to warm up here a little bit. Hopefully we won't get any wind today. We're expecting nasty weather, and apparently we haven't got it yet, but we can always use the moisture. The weather can change up here at any time. That's one aspect about the mountains. If you don't like the weather, just hang on a little bit because it'll change for you pretty quick. But we are supposed to get some nasty weather. Hopefully we won't get any winds, but we certainly need the snow and the moisture. Eagle Nest is pretty unique because of our altitude. We're at about 8,250 feet here. This is a man-made lake that was started in 1917 by the Springer Ranch, which is CS Cattle Company. Finished around 1920, and there's actually 3 streams that flow into it. The Merino from the north, we've got Senegia from the south, and then 6 Mile comes from the west, and they all flow in and captured the water here. The dam was completed about 1920. This is the headwaters of the Cimarron River.
Today we're just checking people that are out here fishing in the ice fishing tournament. We're checking licenses, checking bag limits.
And why do you come out here and do this?
Well, the funds from licenses are what help us stock lakes with fish and help provide the wildlife for the people of New Mexico.
This is one of the quality places to fish. It's a quality ice fishing place, you know. So I think it's great that they're out here checking. Keeps people honest. That's a baby. Here's the little one. Yellow perch.
If you put it right in front of the lens, it'll look really big. And then you stand back like this. Yeah,
It's
right?
huge!
Yeah.
Look at my hand.
No bait on there. There's my big one right behind you.
You think this one's gonna be a winner?
Well, I hope so. He was a first drop. We had him on a glow tube jig, and it was a glow in the dark one, and he hit it, and he was my first fish out of the hole. So hopefully he's gonna hold up on there.
What are you thinking about the tournament so far?
It's great. I mean, the wind's starting to pick up. We were hoping it'd stay down all day. Other than that, it's so good so far.
There goes the bucket.
That's what we were hoping wouldn't happen, but here it is.
We've got some really great people up here. They like to make people feel at home. There's lots of activities. We've got hunting, fishing, camping, backpacking, kayaking, rafting. Within just a few miles of here, we've got 4-wheeler tours, we've got Jeep tours, horseback and sleigh rides, chuck wagon dinners. In July, we have a Mountain Man Rendezvous here. We started it years ago in Angel Fire and moved it to Eagle Nest as a fundraiser for our Enchanted Gateway Museum. But there's all kinds of activities up here and lots of good food. You won't be a stranger long.
And the scenery's beautiful, the food's good, there are lots of places to stay in Eagle Nest, and so come join us.
You're hoping that one's gonna win. You never know.
We're looking forward this afternoon to having all the ice fishermen in here, sharing their stories, swapping their lies, showing off their trophies, having a good hot stiff one, and a great meal.
This is the Laguna Vista Historic Saloon, Restaurant, and Lodge. It was built in 1897 with stolen railroad ties. The next town up in Elizabethtown, a man was stockpiling all these railroad ties, and he came back in the spring to build his hotel, and this place had been built. It was called the El Monte back then. And this is where the politicians, gold miners, and outlaws, they all kind of rub elbows and visit their favorite gals upstairs and do a lot of gambling right in this room right here. It's where it mostly went down. This is all original ceiling. This is part of the Santa Fe Trail, the mountain road right there, Highway 64. Come this way to the haunted place. Well, actually, this whole building is haunted. There's been a few. We were going to start to renovate years ago and realized that this wallpaper is original from 1897. This girl, she got a sink because she was higher end, and this one did not. We replaced the beds with tables. A little more practical to have something we could do up here. We have private brothel dining. And this hallway is notorious for the image of Eleanor, who strolls it. She's not, she and her husband came honeymooning here, and he went out hunting and never came back, and she was stuck and broke and had to start being a saloon girl, and then she started working one of these rooms, and good Christian gal got to her. It's too depressing, and according to the old timers, she either hung herself or starved herself to death up here, but she's known to cruise this hallway. This room is for people that are really receptive. They freak out in that room. Hackles come up and they say, oh wow, this is the scary room. So nobody really knows for sure, but original ceiling, floors, the working girls, and wardrobe. It's our wardrobe department. This is one of the authentic dresses of the period. We're pretty proud of that. There's a secret staircase that supposedly this Eleanor, she cruises down there and then goes in through the dining room and just sort of strolls around. This is where mostly the politicians would sneak up because they didn't want to be seen in town. So this is their the back door sneaks.
So what does that tell you about politicians?
We already know. And this was in operation until the 1970s.
I'm Bert Clemens, the owner of the Laguna Vista Lodge Historic Restaurant and Saloon. I've been here 34 winters, and it's another beautiful winter here in northern New Mexico in Eagle Nest. We have 25 different kind of rooms, all designed for your comfort and your romance, and we've done it in a style like you would do your home. We have a full restaurant, Calamity Jane's, next door to the saloon that we're sitting in. We have a full-service bar here. We have paved parking and a 5.5-acre resort. You name it for outdoor activities and we've got it. And in the winter we have sleigh rides, snowmobiling, ice fishing, windsurfing in the summer and on ice, and stream fishing still.
There's a world-class trout caught during the ice fishing tournament last year.
Eagle Nest is a destination location because of several things. Our history, which is unique, is the Wild West. Weather is probably the most important part of our tourism trade. Our average high temperature is 76 degrees during the summer. And in the winter, they can be mild, although what you saw on the lake today probably would be considered a little harsh, but fun.
Those are like super red cheeks.
Stop it!
Huh? Those are super red.
Naughty, is that you in there?
That's her.
It's fun. So my husband and other daughter are shovel racing, and we are out here ice fishing, something that we can do.
We've been measuring fish. They're slowly coming in. We went from a bluebird day, lovely blue skies, sunshine, no wind, to a blizzard right now. But everybody's doing just fine. We're all staying warm and dry, and the fishermen all seem to be real optimistic, and they're out there fishing away until the horn goes off at 2 o'clock.
Frying bacon in the noon. That is what I like.
What do you think about anything?
It's kind of cold now. That wind is. Other than that, it's not bad. Snow's good. We need snow.
Fishing in a lightning storm, waving metal in the air, standing in a pool of water. You surround me everywhere.
What do you got there?
I got a salmon, rainbow, and a perch.
And you don't mind holding them right up against your coat?
No, I'm like Jimmy Houston. You ever see Jimmy Houston?
Yeah, that's good luck.
Okay, we had about 150 participants, and through the 150 people, we had 247 different categories. So there's $2,470 that we were using for prizes.
How did you catch that fish?
I caught it on the tip up with a row sack.
Well, and if you give
We were way down on the
10.5-inch girth.
way down on the north end.
Ernie's got a reputation around here for being the fisherman at
His
Eagle
daddy.
Lake.
His daddy too.
Ernie Sutliff Sr. right here. Love this guy. Yeah.
That's my boy.
It's a good day.
It's a good day.
Great tournament you guys sponsored here, for real.
So would you recommend this sort of thing for someone born and raised in Miami?
Absolutely. I also recommend it for someone raised and born in Delaware, where I came from.
Or even Alaska.
Yeah.
It is what I'm thinking of when I dream about our love.
If you think you're tough, come on out and spend a day out here with this. That'll tell you how tough you are.
If you're lucky, you can find your way back.
Yeah.
When we got in the whiteout, we weren't even sure which direction we were going.
Well, I think you got the biggest northern pike today.
I'm a good jigger.
We have a nice little 19 3/8 salmon, I believe. He caught it off of trout worm, all by himself too. Hubbub. Excited. He loved it. It was fun.
When the blizzard started, when we had the snow blizzard started coming into the onto the lake, we could hardly see like 10 feet in front of us. And then the fish started biting like crazy, and we got one after another. But then we couldn't find our worms because they were covered in the snow.
We have lots of raffle prizes and door prizes to give away that have been donated by companies throughout the United States.
Nice.
It's
What kind of fish is that?
Martinez.
Trout.
And what did you catch it at?
Martinez, 9.5 inches.
Nightcrawler with the blue jig.
150 for third.
Oh, yeah. Good deal.
Yeah.
Good
Ernie
deal.
Sutcliffe Jr. Where's Ernie Jr.? Second place, 225. Wow. Yeah. Daniel for number one. Big $300.
Fishing in a lightning storm.
Thank you guys all for coming. Hope you had a great time. Next year we'll be back again. You guys enjoy. Thank you.
You surround me everywhere. I remember.
My husband was in the ice fishing derby today, and he went to put the gear away, but I've got the money. He does pretty well in the winter. So last year he won second, this year he won second, and so I fully support the fishing.
Our history shows that tourism is very popular here, and it's a great place to come to recreate. This was the original hotel, the El Monte next door, and the brothel that was upstairs.
These walls could talk.
Now we have 5 different hotels in town, and we have 7 restaurants. So we're doing something right to make our tourists happy. On behalf of all of the staff here at the Laguna Vista Historic Restaurant and Saloon, We would love to invite all of your viewers to come and stay with us. And by the way, if you're military or police or a firefighter, we have tremendous discounts for you.